Larry Douglas Zelesnik.
So Larry,
I do sub-assemblies. Consists of rebuilding uprights, steering racks, brakes, brake calipers. I take care of the clutches. A little bit of everything, yeah. My first job in racing, my first paying job in racing was, let's see, 1985, Ken Murray Racing, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was a helper on a Trans Am car. He also did some Super V every now and then. I don't know how many people remember those things. But oh, it was a step-by-step process. I went from there to Skip Barber when they had the Saab Pro Series in '86. '87, I did Formula Atlantics for Joe Stamola out of Long Island, New York. And then, yeah, that was '87. And then '88, I joined up with Tom Walkinshaw doing the factory Jags. That was quite an experience for an old farm boy from Ohio. Oh yeah, Tom Walkinshaw is huge around the world. He's from well, he's Scottishman, but he had interest in Australia, and he also raced the World Endurance Championship in the '80s, '90s, and they brought a team over here to the United States to run IMSA, IMSA GTP. So it was all factory Jaguar support, and it was a good comeback for Jaguar. And their first year here in the United States, '88, we won the 24 Hours of Daytona. We also won Le Mans that year, and subsequently then, a few years later, 1990, I was fortunate enough to be on the winning car at Daytona and Le Mans. Both those races we finished first and second. Yeah, I was changed the outside rear tire.
oh, awesome.
That was when I could do that sort of thing. That's about the only thought I ever had. Yeah, yeah, 1967, I believe it was. I was 8 years old. My dad took us to Wayne County Speedway, Orrville, Ohio, 3/8 mile dirt track, and never thought of anything else really since. Oh, the best thing about working in the well, a couple of good things about working in the racing industry is I like the opportunity that it gives me to do fine, detail, nice work. It's not like a regular auto shop where you know you're doing it for the money. The money never came into a factor for this career. So being an artist at heart, really, I like doing all the fine detail work, and also being from a secluded rural area, I loved having the opportunity to travel. I've been to places I would have never been able to go. It was great. Oh, I loved going to all the foreign countries. Japan was fabulous. Brazil was hot, but it was different. It was nice. I loved going to Brazil. Mexico City was, I love the people in Mexico City. They're amazing people. Australia is always fun. And England, believe it or not, every time I've been to England, the weather's been very nice. France, of course, was wonderful. Oh, right. It's a lot of long hours, a lot of hard work, a lot of pressure. I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on yourself as well. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Nobody wants to hurt a driver or a teammate. So, yeah, that's, the long hours, and you're away from home a lot. I don't know. I still like it. Different people have different reasons. I feel very, very fortunate to be able to do something like this. Again, being from being a country boy from Ohio, not growing up with much, and getting into a world like this was fabulous. It was like a dream come true for a little boy. And that's what I say today. When I was 8 years old, I was playing with race cars. I'm still playing with race cars at 59 years old. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I could probably rattle off quite a few, but right now, one of the most important things was coming to terms with some tragedy in my life, and slaying some demons I had since I was a kid. And here recently I've been on a quest of finding out the meaning of know thyself. And I'm a big reader. I mean, I'm quite the bibliophile, and I read quite a bit. So I've done a lot of research into psychology and the brain and human behavior that is absolutely fascinating. And humans are a special breed, for sure. I don't know about remembering. I know there's some things I would like to do pertaining to racing. I've had thoughts of teaching this stuff, especially IndyCar racing. There's very few like Formula car schools out there. You can go to NASCAR schools, but Formula cars, that's a whole different ball game. And I'd like to have the opportunity to be able to teach this sort of thing. As far as a legacy, boy, I'd like to know that I had done my part, that I pulled my weight and I did my fair share.